Get out my way! Get out my way! Don't you dare come over here. I am getting out. This is not okay. I am not okay. I am not okay today at all. I am hungry and we're gonna do chicken again, deep fried chicken from Louisiana South, except it doesn't come from Louisiana. It comes from KFC, Kentucky. I look like a disco ball. This is not okay. This is not okay. And I'm so happy that I put these up and I'm very grateful for all of your support. But I also have to fart. I look like a disco ball. This is not okay. And I have to change my battery. My battery.
Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back.
And I'm having acid reflux. I'm having acid reflux. This is not okay. I look like a disco ball. And I can't even see my feet anymore when I walk. I can't even see my pee-pee when I go to the bathroom. My pee-pee, where'd it go? It got chopped off. Chopped off. Chopped off. I chopped off my pee-pee. And I can't see in this house. I need light. It's gone. And I am lucky that I aim into the bowl and I don't even know. It's just my fupa is so big it pushes the pee-pee out and it just goes straight because it's got nowhere to go because of central gravity. I am a disco ball. I am a disco ball. It's the treadmill's fault. It's the treadmill's fault. I'm actually gonna weigh myself one last time. Because the last time, excuse you. Shh, get out of here, get out of here. That, you go the other way, thank you. Jesus, jeez. And you stay out. And I'll take my shoes off because apparently they weigh 1 pound. Excuse you. Ah, show me my number or I'm gonna throw you into my chest piece of
302.6 pounds.
We are gonna be doing some some Kentucky Fried Chicken from KFC. And I have to tell you something, I learned this right before turning on this on. I'm having acid reflux because my body needs food, even though I had 2 sandwiches and a salad after the treadmill, but I'm learning something. I'm watching a lot of these anti-vegan channels. Listen, they're like little mad scientists over here trying to pull all these facts to show you that you shouldn't be vegan. And I already know in my heart that you shouldn't be vegan. We need animals to be fully healthy. Like, yeah, you can pull it off for a little bit, but long-term veganism is really bad. We all know this. You know, listen, it's a merry-go-round. They all come in and out. And the ones that hang on by threads, they look like a thread. Everything's gone. Their hair, their teeth, their brain. Well, I found out that apparently, vegetable oils are worse for you than actual cholesterol, like from bacon. And they did scientific studies where they pulled out samples of plaque from arteries. And did they find any kind of cholesterol from animals? No, they found vegetable oils. And apparently eating lots of dark leafy greens, juicing them, dehydrating them, making little kale wraps out of them, that has blood clotting factors. All that vitamin K clots your blood and has anti-nutrients. And it also has oxalic acids. And it also, I mean, it's just terrible for your health. Vegetables are horrible. So now I'm not gonna eat them anymore. I really don't know what to do because I really need fiber, but also you don't need that much fiber. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have lettuce because lettuce is man-made. Did you know that? Lettuce is man-made. It's not naturally occurring. That's why if you ever actually grow it, a lot of these vegans who say all these things about veganism, they don't actually grow their food. They don't even know what it takes to be a farmer. They don't even know what the heck is happening. Lettuce is man-invented. It's man-made, and therefore everything likes to eat it. The slugs, the snails, the bees, everything, not the bees, but everything eats it. Has no defense mechanism. That's why the big, deep, leafy, dark greens, I am telling you the truth. They are very, they have these protectors. They have, for example, You know, spinach might have some calcium, kale might have some calcium, but the plant, smartly, because plants do have an awareness, a consciousness, they built these anti-absorption little blockers that, yeah, might have calcium, but you're not going to absorb the calcium, and they have the anti-nutrients. So, yeah, the plants are smart, and people are dumb. So, I think you're supposed to eat meats and fruits. But that's the thing, like, cooking meat can be also carcinogenic too. Apparently, they say if you cook meats and eat deep fried foods, well, how are you supposed to cook your meat then? Cooking oils is bad. So it's like what I think the Japanese were on something. They ate their fish raw. Raw fish with cooked vegetables. You cook out some of those anti-nutrients. Not all of them, unfortunately, but whatever. But the fruits and fish, I've always said, that's what Jesus wants us to eat. But today, we're going to have some KFC, because I don't care about my health. It's too confusing. I'm back home. Shooting up. No! Oh my god, my precious sauce, no! My precious sauce is leaking. I have it over here, and I had to pay money for it. It's over here. You can't even see it. The top flew off. Oh, this is for Buffalo Wild Wings. It's my favorite Chipotle Southwest, Little Ranch Southwest. The best sauce you will ever eat. I'm so upset right now. I also have an announcement, but we're gonna get to that after I'm having indigestion. I have lots of chicken. I have mashed potatoes number 1, mashed potatoes number 2, and we got some mac and cheese, and we got 2 big old buckets. We got a bucket of chicken tenders. I'm gonna put these in the air fryer to make them extra crispy. Actually, I probably don't need to. I don't even know. And then I also got forks, napkins, yada, yada, yada. Over here I have gravy, delicious. And I got some buffalo barbecue sauce to put in the front for my thumbnail, which I never use. I'm such a fraud. And I got, of course, I got my favorite Chicken Little. This is the Nashville Hot. And I got not 1, but 2 of the good French fries. They are amazing. These French fries are amazing. Can I tell you, these amazing? These French fries are amazing. They are just so amazing. These French fries are amazing. You have to try amazing. They're just so good, amazing. Very, very, very good. I eat French fries for a living, unfortunately, because I don't even like them. But, I have had the honor and the privilege of eating lots of fast food French fries, and I mean this wholeheartedly and seriously. I've said this all the time. These brand new French fries, it's a new recipe. Yum, 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 yum. What's that? Thumbnail? Who needs a thumbnail? I'm too busy. So good. And then I also got, what's in here? What is this? Ew, my biscuits. Ew. They came for free, whatever. And I got my crispy chicken. Oh, I forgot to ask for dark meat only. Shoot. Oh, it mostly is dark meat. Good. I had a dream about, last night of eating a chicken. Okay, guys. I'm gonna make this setup and really beautiful. It's still hot and steamy, but I like my chicken extra crispy. But then again, I don't want it to be dry. I don't know. Let me just set this up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bam! I'm back home. My shooby-doo. I'm home. Hello, and boom. My shooby-doo. I'm home. Hello, I'm back home. Shooby-doo. Shooby-doo. Thank you. Okay. Hi, we are going to be eating. I don't even have any more words because I'm starving. Click the link down below if you want my water bottle 50% off. Excuse me, 10% with my discount. Thank you. Down below, thank you. And let's just eat. Chicken Little, here we go. Will this fall? That's gonna fall.
Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back.
What am I gonna try? The chicken goes like this. If I go to KFC, I always get the $1.99 Chicken Little sandwich. It's so tasty. I have my mac and cheese. Good. Not as good as Chick-fil-A. That's for sure. Chick-fil-A has really just changed up everything. And the mac and cheese world. It tastes like grandma made it, you know? This tastes like you made it from a box. Kind of like those instant things. That's okay. It's still good. Let's do this chicken tender here. Got a lot of chicken tenders. Oh, excuse me, excuse you. There we go. It's too big, doesn't go in the hole. I keep missing the hole. I'm going everywhere else but the hole. There we go. Oop, now the hole's messed up. Sorry. Too big. Oh, guess what? This was from Shake Shack. This is the ranch from Shake Shack. I did Shake Shack yesterday. It was a disaster. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do. I'm gonna compare it with some Hidden Valley Ranch. This is where ranch came from, right? I don't know. Oh, and shout out to Ariel from Love A Lot Cakes. Hello. She booked a cameo for me. And I want you to check out her page on Instagram. It's called Love A Lot Cakes. She's an extravagant cake maker. She'll make beautiful cakes. Check it out. Love A Lot Cakes. Hi, Ariel. Thank you for buying a cameo from me. If you want one too, click the link down below. Cameos. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Wait, is today Father's Day? Oh my God, Father's Day is tomorrow. I literally texted my dad today. I was like, happy Father's Day. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. Actually, let me just try this. Oh my God, I texted my dad on the wrong day. Here I go. That is different. That's nice. I like it more than Hidden Valley. Get your little booty over here. And I'm gonna put some Hidden Valley on this. Is this the one I ate? No, I have it down here. I wanna finish my food. I put this like this. Ooh. And no one's speaking to you, Mr. Booty. I know Mr. Booty's waiting for someone to say hello, but it's been a while. I taste this good chicken. This is back. That's good. Shake Shack, that's good. Oh, much better than Hidden Valley. Man, people make good ranches out there. All right, I'm gonna take some of these down, these boneless chickens, tenders. I want some bone chicken. Let's get this bone. Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna put these in the air fryer. This is straight out of the cup, out of the bucket. Straight out of the bucket from the drive-thru. I did not heat these up. Oh my God. Here I go. Gravy. Ranch doesn't really go with chicken. But gravy, guys. Ooh. This is falling apart. I love it. Falling apart. Like my YouTube channel. Down in the gutter. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, what do we have in front? Got some chicken. I don't want a chicken wing. I didn't ask. Well, I forgot to specify. I want a chicken thigh. Here's a thigh. Ooh. Mmm. 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 I'm so sorry that you can't eat this with me. It's so good. Mmm. 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 You guys have to go to KFC right now and get this chicken. It is so, I'm speechless. So comforting. Here's the thing, what I like about KFC versus Popeyes. I know I'm always like Popeyes, it's better, has more flavor, da 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 da. Well, one of the many advantages of KFC is that it don't make your stomach hurt. Like, yeah, the spicy chicken from Popeyes, we all like spicy, but it always hurts my stomach. I actually can't take spicy food very well. I eat spicy food all the time. On YouTube, I love water. It's so ice cold. I love spicy food. I'm eating it often, but it always hurts my stomach. Always. Always, always, always. Here, you can look at the, ooh, mac and cheese. Here, put this here. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Here we go. And it's not even just my, oh, that's so good. It's not even just like my stomach, like the stomach part. It's the lower intestines, like right under my belly button area. No matter if it's the Korean fire noodles, if it's hot Cheetos. Ooh, hot Cheetos would tear me up down there. Same with the Korean fire noodles, excuse me, all this stuff. Unless I have ginger shots, which still might not protect me. I juice ginger root. It's a great thing for digestion. It makes me tolerate spice better. I don't know why. And it's also good for naturally thinning your blood. Mmm. Also, ginger is what cured my mysterious cough that no medicine could cure. Oh, thank God it didn't spill. I got so, you see my eyes turn to flying saucers? I was like, it better not have. Mmm. Oh my God, it's so hard. It's like, oh, that's a thick ranch then. Here, let's do, ew, these biscuits. So, my precious fries. Here, let's put a little of this on here. It doesn't need it though, but a little bit. That's a good ranch. Feasting good. Oh, did you see? Oh. That all okay? Flying off. Look at that. And under. Oh. 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 So crispy. Look at this. Just look at the crispness. KFC, I love you. Yes. Now I just realized Orland didn't get his sleep test kit yet. I'm thinking like, where is that? So my husband, soon to be ex-husband, has some issues sleeping like me. Comes with the weight gain, comes with the stress, Comes with genetics, comes with having... Actually, he doesn't have a double chin. I got a double chin. He doesn't have a double chin. And, watch, everyone's gonna be like, make a video about Orlin having a double chin. Don't you dare, that's rude. I will take you down. My network has taken down 4 YouTube channels. 4. 4 of them. People don't know what fair use is. They think they do, but they actually don't. And they're not willing to lure her up to see. Like, y'all breaking the law. People don't even realize. They think like, oh, if I just put a little text, you think that's gonna hold up with a jury? Oh yeah, that's totally not yours. You definitely added all of your opinions. No. You can't make enough money off of stuff you don't own. You can't. Unless you not just a little text don't cut it, trust me. Anyways, don't you make videos about Orlin's double chin unless you're prepared to sit there and talk about it, like Keemstar. People like to cheat, like, ugh. No, but they're completely gone. Suspended. And there's 2 more and like waiting to be suspended. They got 3 strikes, but bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Making a mess over here. Yeah, so Orlin's waiting for his little CPAP machine tester thing. It's been a week or something. This is a big piece. That's 1 piece of chicken. This is what? That's a whole chicken. Oh, this is probably the breast. Oh yeah, ooh, that's good. I love the chicken skin. The skin's the best. That's what she said, or he. I know we're eating, but it's Nikocado, so. But. All I can say is, I'm very passionate against poor innocent boys, little babies who can't consent to things when they're children, getting body parts snipped off. And I know that like there's a lot of conspiracy and propaganda with it from the Catholic Church. Well, they take the skin and they sell it. Like it's kind of stupid. You think if God didn't make it this way for a reason, like. But the only thing I'm going to say, without going into anything graphic, is that I got attacked by a sloth in Colombia. It attacked my finger. It bit my finger, and it damaged a lot of nerves. You guys remember from the videos. And my finger's forever kind of like scarred. It looks gross. But when I touch it, it doesn't feel like when I touch my other fingers. It feels like there's something over top of it. And this happened 4 years ago, and nerve damage can't ever, it's proven, can't ever fully recover. It just can't. Nerve damage is not like muscle tissue. So when I go like this on my finger, it's like, it feels like there's something over top of it, like a piece of plastic. Just on this finger, not the other fingers, but this finger. And it has a scar, and it's gross, it's ugly. And I'm not truly feeling as much as I could. And that just proves it to me. I mean, you can look at the studies that say nerve damage can't be recovered. You lose sensitivity down there if you cut it off or whatever. But some people are like, oh, that's whatever. Oh, well. I feel it, though. In my finger, I'm like, imagine, like, your tongue. You take off the nerves of your tongue, and you have it forever, up against the fabric of your underwear. Like, just hanging out all day long. Rubbing up against fabric. Ooh, and your tongue's so sensitive. So, and it's crazy too, because in America, it's like 50-50 chance, kind of. It's actually changing the opposite way. It used to be like everyone did it. Now people are kind of growing out of the propaganda. They're like, no, it's really not that necessary. If it wasn't meant to be, God probably wouldn't have made it that way. And all the women too saying like, well, it's cleaner. It's like, well, yeah, well, you stink down there too. Should we just cut off your little lips? Snip, 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 bye-bye clit. We don't need you. Oh, they threw up a feminism. No. Don't touch my, you know, all the females were very upset if we say to cut off their body parts. But for the guys, you're like, oh no, cut it off. It doesn't smell like flowers. Meanwhile, they got, it's so gross how people can be brainwashed in society. But I'm actually happy. America's kind of shifting back. A lot of it has to do with religion, unfortunately. I don't know why, but it is that way. And I think like if you feel like chopping off parts of your body, yeah, you do it when you're old enough to make that decision. You've learned the pros and the cons. When you're freaking one day old, you don't have any knowledge and you're just letting your parents take advantage of that. I just think it's so messed up. Oh my gosh, imagine growing up and saying, wow, it's like a sloth bit my wee-wee. And now there's no more, there's some, but way less feeling. And you see guys who are all snipped down, they're like, oh no, it's great, I still feel fine. It's like, but you don't know the difference. You don't even have anything to compare it to. How do you even know? You don't know. A body part is no different than my finger. Like this feels not the same as all the others. It's been 4 years. And the finger's still there. Imagine if they took it off. Ugh. They don't know what they're missing out on. So I just, ugh. But it's crazy because most of the world doesn't do that. It's very select places. I'm just so happy that that didn't happen to me. I would feel so resentful when I get older. So if any young women are watching this and you want to have children and stuff, let them decide when they're of age. Let them decide. Just let them. You want your vajayjay snapped off when you were, you know, cut off the clit so you don't feel as much because it might stink. Or I don't know. It's just like, what? You wouldn't want that. So why do that to your baby boy? Ew. And a lot of the studies were paid off by the church. Look it up. It's kind of, I mean, I'm glad people, if you look at the statistics, it's less and less and less. As time goes on, less and less people do it in America, but it's still millions. To the point where girls will go like through 5 different partners before they even see one that's supposed to be natural. They're like, what's that? It's like, you have been with chopped off, mutilated eggplants this whole time. Sorry to tell you. It's sad. I also don't want to make anyone feel bad if that's happened to them. I know. It's not your fault. I don't want you to hate your parents now. But I get reminded, I'd say, a few times a month about my finger. Just if I'm typing, if I'm putting stuff in my hair, if I'm just cutting my nails. I mean, I get reminded, I'd say once a week, weekly, that I have lost my sensitivity on my finger. And it happened 3 years ago. Like, it sucks. And I get a constant reminder. So, and that was an accident, obviously. But it's just like, your nose is gross. Your nose builds up boogers. Should we just chop off your nose? Like, it just makes no sense to me. Imagine if people were that anti-boogers. Like, just take the nose off, man. Yeah, just take the nose off. We don't need it. I don't know. If your religion says that you need to do that for God, wait till you can make that decision. You know, that's what I say. Oh my God, and shout out to, I'm gonna look her up right now. She made a video about me. I love supporting smaller channels. What was it called? I forget the name of her channel, but I remember the video was called Vegan. Not Vegan Deterioration. That's a great channel. It's a one I just discovered today, and she's really like biatchy. It's so funny, but she has so many truth bombs. I'm like, I literally watched it. I was like, double head emoji, exactly. In her videos, but only because I've gone through the whole circle of what it's like to go vegan, get indoctrined, say you know everything, convince people to join you, knock on doors, like I've already gone through it and out the door, you know, I've already been indoctrinated out. So it really resonates with me. For most of you, you're probably gonna think she's being mean, let people do what they want, and I understand. I think everyone should have the freedom to choose what they want to do. But if you've experienced something, you should speak out to let other people make more educated decisions, or maybe a forewarning. Like I'm talking about eggplants being snipped off when you're a child. You know, maybe people don't even realize, and now I just sparked some thinking with a couple thousand people who are like, oh, yeah, maybe it is kind of unnecessary. Maybe there is a lot of money behind it. Maybe there is propaganda. They don't do that to females. Why do that to boys? Like maybe people. So it was called vegan. Shoot. I'm just gonna type Nikocado Teflon. She made a video about my eating tray being Teflon, and she's kind of like warning me not to cook on it. And I already knew it was bad, but it was a nice little wake-up call for me. I was like, good thing I stopped cooking on this thing. I use it to display my food. It is sentimental. She kept saying it's sentimental value to him, and it kind of is. Shit, what's her name? I was probably either on my Noodle King account, because I just posted on that account where I was watching it. Shoot, man. What it was called? Vegan long-term disaster something. It was about long-term veganism being bad. It resonated with me because I agree with, you know, my experience having similarities with that. Shoot! Oh, you know, I'm so mad. I actually really want to shout her out. Now, this is the longest shout out ever because I'm just still talking about it. Dang it! She did a Teflon thing. I'm so determined to... I don't even care. We're going to look it up on my Noodle King channel. Where is it? Here we go. And it should be in my history. How do you see my history? Where's my history? Oh, here we go. It's called Daphne Reloaded. Daphne Reloaded. Daphne Reloaded. She gets like 4,000 or 5,000 views each, but she made a video a couple weeks ago, or 1 month ago. Warning, Teflon brain poisoning. It has a photo of me crying. I was like, what? I was like, oh. But what did I watch of her today? It was was it her most viewed ones? Oh, I watched the one about, it was called The Most Requested Vegan Tea, and then Ethical Vegans Who Starve Their Babies, Vegan Mental Illness Exposed, and then the one that really resonated with me was the long-term vegan thing. I don't even know. Anyways, I've been on there. Yeah, I got featured on her channel. I love, check her out, support her, and also support Vegan Deterioration. They all deserve way more views. Only because it resonates with me in my journey, and I feel like maybe a lot, they're very specific. You know, the average person walking down the street is not going to watch that type of content. It's really going to resonate with people who went vegan and stopped for whatever reason they experienced. And they're going to be like, oh, I'm not the only one. Because a lot of the issues, or all of the issues, are pretty much brushed under the rug. Anti-nutrients, no DHA, EPA, the lack of studies even of saying ALA is converted. All the ones we have say, yeah, it's at like 3% efficiency. And so all the vegans are like, oh, well, we don't really need it. Like, it's bad. It's so, you know, there's still vitamins we're still learning and discovering. There's probably something in the animal product that makes us human that we require to be at our normal evolved state that we don't even know what to call it yet, because there's very few vegans on earth. There's probably like, you know, probably like 2 million in total, maybe 5 million out of 9 billion people, or how many? 7 billion people. You know, it's like a half of a half of a half of a half of a percent. It's so there's like, what's the drive or the need to even spend these expensive studies studying people, and you don't even know if they're vegans. There's a lot of people who say they're vegan, they're not even. I knew this one person, well, Never mind. You never know if they're vegan, let's just say. I knew someone that was doing ant powder. They were claiming to be vegan. I was like, oh. So there's a, if you're similar to me during that, you might resonate with those channels, but other than that, you might not find it amusing like I did. Oh, so I'm feeling a lot better. I was so angry when I started this video. See, the french fries are no longer hot and steamy, but they're still so tasty. McDonald's would be disgusting by now. They're so tasty. Oh, my precious french fries. Mmm. I've always said, give people the choice. As long as it doesn't harm someone else, but give them the choice. Everything has a consequence, right? But if someone wants to try being vegan, they can. And they'll learn on their own if it works for them or not. 90% of them stop. But, and then, same with the little babies getting their eggplants snipped. It's like, let them decide. That's not your body. It's no different than branding me or putting tattoos on me and saying, well, it's better for your skin. The UV rays can't get in there. I saw this one study by the church from 1920. Like, no. You don't do anything to your baby. Oh. And it's crazy that a lot of the people who make those decisions are women, because they're like, oh, well, I don't like it. It doesn't look good. And meanwhile, they're saying, I believe in equal rights for women and feminism and all that stuff. It's like, wait a minute, how's that work? You know dang well if it was the other way around, you'd see them in the streets. I think men are a little less vocal when it comes to, like, I think a lot of guys are just like, whatever, I don't care. I still got it. It's not like it's off, whatever. You know, I think girls are a lot more focused on attention to detail. Normally, not everyone. I'm not saying everyone's this way. But generalities do exist, and I just feel like commonalities. Women are definitely more attention to detail type of people. It all comes down to how your brain's wired, but there are similarities between males and females in how they think, how they operate. And people say, oh, that's stereotypes. I mean, I agree sometimes, and I also disagree sometimes. I feel like sometimes stereotypes are actual just commonalities for specific scientific reasons. And then you do have stereotypes, and you have to know the difference. And today I was thinking in the car, you know how we're gonna get a vaccine for the Bud Light issue? Psh, can't say it here on YouTube, beep. And I was thinking like, oh, I'm so scared to get mine. I'm definitely gonna get one, but I'm like so scared. I don't like needles, I'm gonna pass out. It's gonna be a whole dramatic meltdown, just you. Oh, you'll know when it's time to get my Bud Light shot. I will be crying about it for a week. And it's like, it's scary because you have to put trust into someone else. You cannot be sure what's inside that syringe. It requires you to trust your doctor. It requires you to trust the facility it comes in. It requires you to trust the manufacturer. It requires you to trust your government. I was talking to my parents the other day and they're like, we live in the age of misinformation and disinformation and information. You have information and incorrect information. And this is the age of it because of social media and everything. And it's been, I'd say the last 5-10 years have been intense of this type of stuff. And my parents are like, well, you just have to research it. I'm like, well, what does research mean? Research means you watch Fox News or CNN, just, oh, There's the source. They said so. And then it comes down to, would the government ever lie to its own people? It makes you question, would it ever lie? Oh no, not maybe that country. Oh, that country. Oh yeah, that country. But our country, no. Why would they do that? And you see that because I've lived internationally. I've lived all around the world. And the longest I lived was in Colombia. And the people in Colombia, they have a very corrupt system too. And they see all the flaws in the United States before they see it. Like, I've talked to other Colombians. They're like, oh no, we're fine. It's not unsafe. It's exaggerated and stuff. But they'll quick to say, well, the United States did this and they did this and this was an inside job and oh, they covered this up real good and oh, this happened. Like they see it. Like people don't want to believe that their own house is dirty, but they'll look at everyone else's house being dirty and judge it. And so I was thinking, like, I have to go get my vaccine when it comes out. I have to put trust. That's what it comes down to. And I guess it's scary because it's inside you, and that's why people are very anti-vax. Well, that's one of the reasons. But it just comes down to trust that what you're reading is real. This just turned off. I don't even know what I was saying. I was just saying when it comes down to trusting what you read, sometimes can be tricky because some people do tune into certain places for valuable information, and sometimes there's misinformation in places that are supposed to be good information, and it comes everywhere. And it's kind of scary as just a person living right now, not knowing what to believe and thinking like, well, here's my research. My research said veganism will keep you living long because this doctor said so, and you're not going to get health problems. This doctor said so. I know this one doctor in California, he runs a whole facility. And then I researched this one doctor who's here on YouTube. And he comes across as being a doctor. The way he speaks, he calls himself Dr. Beep. He has this whole book on how to not die and live well, And you research him, he's never had he's never had clients. He's never had a clinical, what's the thing called? Clinical, no, not clinical. He's never been an actual doctor type of thing. And he got doctor just because he got a PhD. But he did it like as a 40-year-old man. His whole life, up until then, was an animal activist. He didn't go to school. He didn't have decades of practice. Oh, he didn't have a practice, that's right. His website and stuff is called like something. And it doesn't have the word vegan in it or even plant-based. And you just assume, oh, this is just right. It's kind of sneaky the way it's done. And things, if you really take a step back and look, things have been cherry-picked over there. And it's like, oh my gosh, and people get so brainwashed and they believe everything they see. And it's scary because we live in a world too where like you go to fact check something and your source is also not correct. And it just makes you just have to put trust at the end of the day. You just have to pick something. It's like, I know that the airplane goes up and down. I can't tell you how it works. I couldn't drive one. I couldn't fix one. But I just know it goes up and down, and I put faith in that it will go up and down when I sit down and pay my ticket. Or same to be said about like this, like I said, the vaccine. Like I can't tell you that I know in my experience that that's going to do what it says it's going to do. I can't tell you how to make one. I can't tell you how to, and I just have to, and there's so much in life like that. Even here on social media with cancel culture and stuff and people I know there's a lot of drama right now involving so many different people, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. And then Gabby Hanna was just in a thing recently, and you have to just, is she telling the truth? Did she actually get a mysterious call from YouTube saying, hi, you can't do this or whatever, or her friend did? I'm pretty sure I've talked about my opinion on the James Charles canceling situation that happened a year or two ago. It's old news, but it was probably the biggest drama to ever shake the internet. These people's videos. I mean, I was in a drama, not really, well, kind of. I've been in lots of dramas, but we're talking like a handful of a million here and there, a couple handfuls of millions. These people were in the hundreds of millions, or like 80 million type of thing, or more. It's a crazy amount of people. And I'm pretty sure I said this back when I was sharing my opinion on the matter. But I'm just gonna say it now, in case you're still here listening to me blab and we're spending time together. Hi. You all know the James Charles versus Taddy Westboro, I don't know. I didn't know her until the drama. So sometimes drama gets your name out there. I wouldn't even know who she is if it weren't for that. And now I follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and I still don't even know much about her, but I follow her. It's kind of crazy how that works. But I don't care what somebody does, unless it's really, really gross to you personally. I just can't imagine a comfortable with herself 40-year-old woman. Late 40s, how old is she? Hey, Siri, how old is Taddy? T-A-T-T-I. T-A-T-I. Wait a minute. She's not gonna know what this is.
Just a sec.
Oh my god.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Oh, she got it. How old is she? She's 38? Oh, she looks older than that. What? No. Tatiana Alexandra Westbrook Kiverins is an American YouTube internet personality, businesswoman, makeup artist. $38? I thought she was older. I'm so sorry. Well, anyways, still, basically 40. A 40-year-old woman. And James Charles was 18, 19. And I don't care. She really I mean, I can really relate to this, okay? Misusing words and painting images against people to make them look worse than they really are, okay? I can relate to this in a few different ways in my life, where people weaponize words for their own benefit, you know, to tear someone down for making a mistake or being too pushy or being childish or whatever, and they weaponize very sensitive words to make them look horrible. Way where, I mean, just very calculating. And when she was 18 years old, I guarantee she was still discovering her sexuality, discovering what she liked, what she did. Dating, talking, making mistakes, slip of the tongue. And she spent an hour over some dang berry gummy bears. Like, ugh, get the thing out your, ugh. Like, just take it out. Panties in a wad, you need to get that. Don't go over the 18-year-old, you 40-year-old woman. I mean, it's just, it's so bizarre. It wasn't even that big of a deal if you really take it back and look at it. And she wanted this loyalty, and I get it, like you become, but it speaks so much volumes on her. You're looking for this kind of loyalty from an 18-year-old. Like, do you not have real friends? This is someone you've met 10 times in your life, and it's just so weird to me because, you know, I have very normal parents and very normal relatives, and my cousins are all, I have lawyer, doctor, nurse, all different types of relatives who are just school teachers, computer programmer, people in my life, my family, that, you know, are not, and most of them don't even know what happens on YouTube. They're like, it's like a game to them. They're like, I don't even know what's going on over there. But I could never imagine my own parents sitting down as 40-year-old people, sitting there and making hour-long videos against 18-year-old children, teenagers, for not supporting their dang gummy bears and making it all dramatic and using all these words because they were flirting with someone who we learned from the facts later happened to like them back, and he was bi-curious and he liked both sexes, and she, like, just, it just seems so gross on her. Like, I just can't think of any other woman in my life that's 35 or above who has a normal job, a normal family. All the screws are right. They have normal friends to talk to that would take it to the internet. I just can't. And I'm really passionate about this because this has been done to me, where you use certain words and you twist their meanings, or you really kind of like, you use it to your advantage. And that's terrible. I mean, luckily I'm not canceled, and James isn't canceled, because people saw the truth, you know. It's like, people saw the truth, like, okay, James didn't do what you're implying. And how upset are you with your life to even bother doing something like that? I don't know. I just, for her age, and she comes across as like this mature woman with life experience and so proper with wisdom. So prim and proper. And you're there making videos about teenagers because they didn't support your dang gummy bears. Like, that's, to me, I was like, you got some loose screws, you need a therapist, and you need some friends. Get off the computer and stop ruining this person's whole entire future because you got your damn feelings hurt. Like, he didn't break into her house, he didn't beat her up, he didn't, sleep with her husband, he didn't kidnap her kids, he didn't do anything sexual, he didn't he didn't commit any crimes. Like, and she treated him as if he committed this awful, awful crime to humanity. And obviously, I'm only talking about this now because it's resurfacing with the Shane Dawson. Allegedly, people are saying he was involved somehow, and Jeffrey. It's just one of those things that's being brought up again. And I honestly, there's just too much going on, and a lot of things that we don't know, and we're probably never gonna know in terms of who said what, and who's with who, and who did this, and I don't really have an opinion much more so other than, well, with this situation, that did she need to do what she did? She clearly felt remorse after doing it, saying, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the right mature adult thing to do to a 19-year-old boy who was flirtatious with someone else. It wasn't even about her. She made it all about herself because he didn't support her dang gummy bears. Like, oh my God, the narcissism. Am I missing something? That's all it was about. And I really connect with this, where, certain people feel like they can take a whole person down because just clearly, I feel like not all's all right up in there. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. And the age factor really bothers me too, because it's just like, I can't imagine my own parents doing that when they were 40, or my cousins doing that when they're 40. I can't imagine. Well, I have 2 cousins above the age of 40 and some in their 30s. And they would never, and you're like, well, their job's not social media. It doesn't matter. Is it her job to sit there and talk about teenagers? No. Her job is to sit there and sell her makeup. Not to sit there and talk about her feelings with this person and this person. And I know I'm a hypocrite because I talk about feelings here. But again, I've learned my lesson. Everyone has their little wake-up calls. And even where I feel like I was, people exaggerate on me, or I took the fall for things I shouldn't have had to take the fall for, but I did anyway because, oh well. And I've also made mistakes too. One of my growing points, one of my growing up lessons was if I want to be catty, if I want to be childish, if I want to be immature, I keep it within my own life. My family, I'm going to yell at the dang cat. I'm going to yell at my husband. I'm going to talk about me, my life. I'm not going to go out after, unless I have to respond or defend myself. That's very different. Like, for example, with Spill and James Marriott, that situation. But other than that, that's my thing. And I feel like, why can't she just do the same thing too? Talk about your makeup, sell your makeup. Don't like someone, don't talk to them. You don't have to tell the whole world. And maybe I'm missing more to the story. I mean, I try to follow along with it, but it was very hard to watch this whole long video. It was very boring. But at least my videos that are long are dramatic, and you keep watching. Oh my God, like, entertaining over here. But she, I mean, and I'm sure she's a nice lady. And I honestly feel like she's probably regretful. She's disappeared from the internet for 2 months now. It's been years, but she hasn't quite been the same. People have said, like, and people are still unsettled by it because people just saw it as very calculating. All for what? For what? For what? Lady, you got your own business, you got your own makeup, you have millions of followers, like, because he wouldn't support her gummy bears. He supported someone else's gummy bears that she, so what? It's weird. It's like high school to me. It's just weird. A real friend. She's like, oh, he was such an important person in my life. I'm like, you need to get friends your own age. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, these might be, yeah, you just have to be mature about it. 40-year-old women should not be getting heart-to-hearts with 18-year-old boys and then saying her whole world got crushed down and, oh, her so close. It's like, Did you not have anyone else? This was a business relationship. You both happen to, if it weren't for your subscribers and your makeup, you would never ever get together in a coffee shop and hang out. I guarantee. I guarantee you'd never find him on Craigslist and sit there and chat for coffee if you both weren't doing makeup and with YouTubers and subscribers. You wouldn't. That's your commonality. Business. Keep it business. Keep it business. Your commonality is in business. It's not, there's nothing else. And oh, I just find it so weird that she even took the time to do that. And here's the thing I was trying to say too. If they were really friends, like she said, oh, he was such a good friend of mine. That's why I'm so hurt. I'm so lost. I'm so torn. I'm so heartbroken. Such a good friend. It was like, a good friend would have never cared if he also got a sponsorship from a gummy bears that you also happen to make other gummy bears that were similar to those gummy bears. You'd be like, you're 18, you're 19, you're rocking it. I'm happy you got a sponsorship. Gee, I wish I had that back in the day. You're blessed. I'm happy for you. She made it all like, well, that's my competition. Well, you were supposed to be exclusive to me. Well, I let you into my house one day and we were friends. Da, 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 da. And if her business was truly successful, she wouldn't have cared because she would have had faith and confidence in her own material, her own merchandise that she was selling to people. Someone who's truly confident with what they bring to the table doesn't care about competition because they know that they're good. They know that they're of value. You know, they're not going to try to take down or be upset with anyone else who also supports their competition. That means you're it means you're not truly that confident about your own stuff, right? And there's always going to be competition. Like, oh. I don't know, the whole thing bothered me. And I know I've never watched her, period, until that whole thing went down the other year. Was it 2 years ago? Has it been that long? Or is it a year ago? It was around the thing of me and Trisha Paytas, I think, because, yeah. So this was definitely last May. So it was about a year ago. I keep saying 2 years ago. I don't know. I think when you're younger, you could, like James, even Trisha said, when I was Nick's age, she keeps saying this all the time. She's like, when I was Nick's age and I was 24, 25, 26, I'm going to behave and think and be wired much differently than 34, 35, 36. And almost 40. That's why age sometimes matters, because it should reflect experience. It should reflect... Sorry, the camera battery died. I'm literally on my little soapbox right now. I'm on my little soapbox, like talking and complaining. Well, if you're still here, thank you. All I was trying to say is that, age is just a number, truly. But usually people, put weight onto one's age because it should reflect a life experience and being able to make judgment calls and predict outcomes of situations in a better way than someone who's younger. You find older people who are acting like they're 13 years old. We see it all the time. 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old women acting like brats. 30, 40, 50-year-old men acting like douchebags. You see it all the time. There's this one guy in my class whose father acted just like him. And, just stupid. It's like 40. And I remember my dad said, you're going to find out that sometimes people just never grow up. That's what my own dad told me. Sometimes people just never grow up. So yes, age is just a number. But if you had to weigh your odds and put your life's money on it, you'd put your money on someone who's older than younger because the chances are higher that they're not acting like 19-year-olds anymore, usually. And so that's, I think, I remember Trisha kept saying, she still said, and here's the thing about Trisha Paytas too. I know she's done a lot of crazy things over the years and a lot of trolling, a lot of acting, a lot of crazy scandals and stuff, just like me. But the thing, every time I watch her now on Instagram or YouTube, she just seems so different. And I know she said on her Twitter that's because she's getting laid more often, whether it's cucumbers and vegetables, plastic toys, real people, whatever, anything going up in there. She seems to be a lot happier. I've talked about this in one of my mukbangs. I'm like, if you're Lay's chips, you're happier. You are, like, every time I get Lay's chips from Orland or Orland. I just feel the whole day feels good. I can't be happy. I mean, I can't not be happy. I can't complain. I can't be upset. I'm so happy. I actually want to do it today because it's been, well, maybe not after this chicken. Maybe tomorrow after I wake up and get all like normal. Before the mukbang. Yeah, tomorrow before the mukbang. Watch, I'll be very happy because it just, you get the tingles through your feet and you're happy. She kind of credits a lot of her happiness and just kind of like not really caring all the noise in the world and all, you know, the judgment. You're gross, you're fat, you look like this. You know, all the crazy things people tell her. She kind of doesn't care as much and she's just more content. And she doesn't have to tell me that to sense that. And I mean this as a viewer too. How you guys, you know, you watch her Instagram stories and she just seems happy. And I remember when we've met in person, the handful of times that we have, she's told me, she's like, Nick, when I was 26, it was very different than when I'm 36. And she's like, that's just, and that just happens, you know? And so, anyways, I guess I'm bringing that up too, because I know people are like, well, if you're asking for Toddy to be mature and not go after, you know, little teenagers when she's old, well, you went after Trisha, and you talked about your experience. That was just Toddy's experience. Toddy could say her experience, just like you said your experience. Well, I was 21 years old, and that means Trisha would have been 29? How many years older is she than me? I think 6. It's very different than a 40-year-old woman to an 18-year-old. That's just, to me, a lot different. And also, as far as I know, James didn't go online and talk crap about her over and over and over and over. And that kind of did happen to me, which I forgave Trisha for, and I'm totally okay with now, whatever. But there's a difference there, too. Toddy just won this loyalty, dogs in her dog pack. Wolf pack something. I don't know, just the whole thing's just icky. And I don't know, I just feel like other mature, older women watching her talk the way she did about James. There's a lot of women who are like, yeah. And guys too. I know I keep saying women. Well, she is a woman and most of her audience is women. So they do make up. So, you know, don't think I'm just talking about women just to talk about women. But the demographics are clear. I'm sure most of her viewers are women. Because she's a makeup viewer. I know my dad ain't watching that. My cousin ain't watching that. Even my gay cousin does it. I don't like makeup and I'm gay. So it's more of, you know, so it's probably 80% women, 90% women, whatever. But anyways, I just feel like there's some that are watching that like, yeah, get him, Toddy. Yeah, your feelings. But then I feel like there's a big handful of women now, especially hearing his defense, and just taking it back. It's been a year. People have processed it. They took a step back and they look at it and they're seeing where these two people are at. She's disappeared from the internet and he's over here doing his thing. And I feel like some people deep down are like, you know, that was really just kind of uncalled for. That happens in life. Sometimes people get canceled and then they get uncanceled, or people come around, or people don't care. I mean, I don't think there's people going around still calling James the P word like people started calling me. But there could be a couple thousand. I mean, he has millions of followers, so sure, probably a couple thousand. That's unfortunate. And that's all because of her. So, oh, I really got on my soapbox. I didn't think I would even talk. I don't even know. Listen, I don't even know. Oh, let's see. I don't even know what I want to talk about when I start these videos. I just sit here and I do my thing. Personal life. Married to James. There's really nothing about the drama on Wikipedia. Imagine if they made a whole Wikipedia post about the drama. And as far as I know, that's something that she started and caused. I don't know. I've never talked to James. But I was 18 years old a lot early. I was 18 a lot more recently than her. And I just remember when I was 18, thank God I wasn't a YouTuber. You think I'm crazy now? You should not have seen me at 18. Thank God I wasn't a YouTuber when I was 18. And she's acting like I don't know, like, It just was I think it was just so uncalled for. Unless I'm missing something. Unless there's something really big. All I know from the two main takeaways, she got her panties in a bunch because he came out with the gummy bears that he was getting people to buy because he got sponsored to do so, and she had her own gummy bears line, and she saw it as direct competition. She was mad that he chose them over her, even though she had promoted her too, but she wanted her for herself. And the other thing was that he was flirtatious with a waiter at a restaurant, a boy, and was saying things like, "Oh, he's cute." Well, I don't remember the exact words, and I'm sure that you can even say them on YouTube. And she was uncomfortable because it was in front of her family. I don't know. I just feel like if that was my family, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my parents, and there was an 18-year-old boy being flirty with the other 18-year-old boy who was also flirting back, they wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, my ears. I have never heard someone say something that they're attracted to someone. Ew. Oh, I have to go pray at church now. Like, no one would even bat an eye. I don't know. It's not like he took his clothes off or like pounced him in the middle of the restaurant or like followed him or was creepy. He made some comments about him being attractive and then they exchanged numbers because he liked him back. It just was so... I've never met James. I've never talked to him, but I felt for him back when that happened. Because people were calling him names that I was like, that's words that you use exclusively for people who do what that word means. You know, I was like, that's wrong. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God. Unless there's something else new. Those are the two takeaways from that whole drama last year. He supported her competition instead of her, and he made comments about someone's attractiveness while at a dinner party that her family attended. And she had to apologize on his behalf to her family for having to hear such a thing. I'm thinking like, are you all a bunch of prunes? What? And I'm sure it wasn't one person speaking at a time. You know, imagine like The View. Have you ever watched a TV show like, shh, Whoopi's like, one at a time. Shh. And Megan's like, I'm speaking, it's my turn. Like, I'm imagining a group of 12, 15 people at this big long table. You know, or is it one at a time only? I'm sure there was multiple conversations. I'm sure half of them didn't even hear it. I know even at my school lunch table, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be 6 people at a circle. We weren't speaking one at a time. We weren't all listening to one. It wasn't, you know, speeches, oratorical lessons. It was literally, I would talk to Ashley, Barbara would talk to Sarah, John would be over here, she'd be on her phone, she'd be staring at outer space because she's on a diet, she's still hungry, but she's counting her calories because she doesn't want to gain weight, but now she's going a little airy-fairy because she's still hungry, so she's kind of like in La La Land. It's a mixture of the dang table. There's only 6 of us. I mean, I literally would go to lunch and talk to like this person, maybe this person, and I'd text, or I'd be able to, I don't know. It just was too much. It was just too much, all of it. So, and what I'm telling you now in this video, I know I've said on YouTube in the past. I know dang well. I probably didn't make a whole video like my thoughts on Tati Westbrook. What's her name? I honestly don't Westbrook. Okay, Westbrook. Like I don't what was I gonna say? I don't think I put her name in the title. Maybe I did. I don't know. I make so many videos. Maybe I made a whole... I don't think so. I know I've told people what I think right now about this whole thing. This is not the first time you thought hearing me say that. I don't know. Sometimes the people who are the most butthurt say so much about them than they do about the person they're butthurt about. Have you ever heard that? The people who are so butthurt and the way they talk about it and the way they go on about it are usually, it's more reflective of their own issues, their own psychotic issues, and their own unhappiness, more so than the person they're complaining about. I mean, I can't tell you how many situations in my life where that's been the case. So, I don't know. I thought she was older. She looks older. And I know I look old too, so you don't have to judge. Okay, in that photo, it's because her neck, you can see like lines coming out her neck. Yeah, it looks like her neck's about to snap off. Okay, and she just has this mature look to her. And the way she does her hair and makeup, she just I guess in this one she looks kind of young, May 2020. May 2020. They made a video together? I don't even know why I'm even bothered talking about this. I'm so not up to date with any of this. I don't watch makeup channels. I don't know a thing about makeup. Let's go to her channel, Toddy West. But I know she's so honestly though, I'm over here like she's so popular. Honestly though, I get more views than her. 1 month ago, 600,000 views. 1 month ago, 600,000 views. 1 month ago, 500,000 views. 2 months ago, 600,000 views. 2 months ago, 400,000 views. 2 months ago, 1 million views. 2 months ago, 500,000 views. 2 months ago, 500, 600, 400, 600, 600, 1 million, 1 million. Go to, well, this is my new channel, but go to my main channel. I'm getting more views than Toddy Westbrook. Oh my God. Why? I just eat and cry and come up with shit. Here we go. We do my main channel. 940,000 views, 880,000 views, 700,000 views, 992. That's going to be 1 million by the time this video comes out. 1 million views, 1.2 million views, 500,000 views, 400,000 views, 800,000 views, 500,000 views, 500,000 views, 422,000 views, 560,000 views, 800,000 views. I only have 1 million subscribers. What does she have? 9 million. Oh my God, am I famous? Oh no, I just put this sludge in here. Oh no. Famous for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. I wish I had something to sell to people. Dang, there's so many people watching me. I have nothing to sell. I have nothing. Other than my discount and my little video. I may get sponsorships. I have another one coming up in 2 weeks. Very excited about. I'll do like apps and games and toys and tables, and I've done lots of sponsors and stuff, but I don't have a product myself. Maybe it's best that way. You see, every time Jaclyn Hill launches something, there always seems to be some kind of mess. Every time. Right? Every time. Again, I don't follow the beauty gurus. And here's a funny thing. I only get reminded of these people when there's drama. When people are making videos about them, they're like, oh, her? Oh, what's going on? And I go to their channel. So it's like, I don't know what I would sell. I have my It's Just Water Weight shirts on. Well, I don't have it on right now, but It's Just Water Weight, click link down below. That's a fun t-shirt. I wear it all the time, but I don't have like makeup or food or toys or clothing besides my merch. Maybe it's best that way. I don't know. I can't sleep. I ordered his lipstick and it was horrible. It gave me rashes. They make me very nervous. Poor Jaclyn Hill. Everything seems to go wrong. Every time. The lipsticks are old. It's full of hairs. It's giving people, rashes. There's always something with her. I don't know why. Oh no. It's kind of scary. Oh my God. Again, that whole thing we were talking about earlier today, like trust in someone else. Like I can't freaking make makeup. And half these beauty gurus don't know how to make makeup. They order it, they send it to a lab, and chemists make it. A factory makes it. This just cut off, but all I was saying is like you send your makeup to a factory. It's like, this and this and a piece of this and this preservative and this coloring and this and 5 things of this and this and that. You don't even know what's in there. You're trusting that product has what it says is on the label. Again, what we're talking about. I'm trusting that the airplane goes up. I know it does go up. I'm trusting that it does. Or the vaccine. I don't know what's in there. I didn't make it. I can't be sure. I can't know for sure what's in there. But I'm trusting that my government's doing the right thing, or that my hospital's doing the right thing. Same with makeup. You don't know what's in there. And I was just, I love this shampoo that I use for my hair that I used all the time. Well, apparently 2 years ago they were bought out by another big company, and they tweaked their formula. And they moved their plant to Mexico. It's no longer made in the USA. So people are up in hands about that. And I am kind of too, because I did get the shampoo, again, the one that's made in Mexico with the changed formula from the new company. And it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't seem to it doesn't feel the same. And people are trusting that what's in there is actually in there. I don't know for sure what's in there. I can't pick it out myself with a microscope and whatever. Life is about risks and trusting others for you. This could be freaking cats or something. I wouldn't know. I mean, I guess it looks like it. It could be 3D printed. How do you know that's not a 3D printed chicken? You don't know. Unless you are growing your own food and making your own clothes and making your own shots for vaccines, you're gonna have to trust other people. You know, my toothpaste, I can't be sure what's in there. There could be some secret, and that's kind of scary. And that's why people go paranoid in this world. That's all very scary. Well, all I know is that Taddy needs to get her panties out of a bunch. Well, she's not bringing anything up. Okay, so why this is all being brought up again is because Jeffree Star is currently in some drama. And apparently he had something to do with that, or he was, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many videos I'm trying to catch up. I tried trying to catch up with them on the treadmill this morning. And honestly, I watched 20 minutes of this one video. I'm just like, well, I mean, I do understand I can't see the word on YouTube. It starts with the N. And it's not that N word. It's a different N word. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm just chuckling because it's like, oh my God, my name should be the N word. It actually is. Sometimes I say my name. I'm like, hi, it's Nikocado, avocado. And like the thing will be like N-word, cado. People will be like, what? I don't know. I really wish it wouldn't do that. But apparently when you say my name fast, the the speech censors, they pick up the N-word, whatever. I don't even know. You guys know I would never say such a thing, but no, I do understand that. And I watched his Instagram story. Not on Instagram, I missed it. There's so many people, I don't have time, but I saw like the recap. Someone made a video talking about it and his explanation. I don't know. I wonder what is James saying anything about this? It was a year ago. He's not canceled anymore. People still love him. People saw what that lady did to him. Unless there's something else that happened that I'm missing out besides those two things. I could be wrong. Yeah, remember Toddy was only getting like 600,000 views a video. I'll get more views than her. But James Charles, 13 million, 4 million, 6 million, 5 million, 4 million, 12 million, 9 million, 15 million, 12 million, 17 million, 16 million. Like, bye-bye, Toddy. You tried it. It reminds me of the Eat With Q going after B-Love's life. Just really stretching the truth to see if people pick her side and take the other person down. I feel like it was one of those types of situations. And a lot of people did buy it. A lot of people believed it. Remember? B Love's Life got nasty comments for months. Months. People thought she was this atrocious excuse of a woman. You didn't kiss her feet. Well, you're not the same. YouTube's changed you. You know, and I was like, okay, I can see through this right now. 23 million. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's probably, it might have been jealousy. Jealousy masks reality. People will try to tear down others for jealousy. Sometimes, not always. I mean, that's a big difference. James is getting minimum of 5 million a video, and she can't even get 1 million, barely. That's what I get on my main channel, not this one. Not this one. Well, I hope she's at peace, but the damage has been done. It's kind of too late. He seems to not be affected, clearly. In the view count, every time I go to James Charles's Instagram or Twitter, people are very happy by his posting, and they love his bubbly personality and his people feel very at home with him. The thing, again, I never watched Toddy besides the James video, so I don't know what she's like when she's not talking about something serious, because she came across very cold in that video. just old. There's something very old. Like James has such a, I mean, he is young, but there's very youthful when you watch him. And there's some older people too that I can think of. Like B Loves Life. B Loves Life, you never know she's, well, I guess sometimes you might be able to, like, by the story she says, you know, when she refers to her you know, what it was like growing up in her 20s or whatever. And then you get reminded because she has kids that are my age. So then you're like, okay. But when you look at B Loves Life, or you hear the way she talks, like she was doing this TikTok dance with her son Darius, you'd think she's 30 years old. She was dancing around in her bathroom. She just has this young spirit, you know. Tati, again, I haven't watched her makeup. Let me watch one video right now, I'll tell you. Does she have this old spirit? I don't even know. Tati. What do I have? Obnoxious spirit. Oh. Shh. Product fails. Save your money. Let's hear. Oh, that's a nice comment. I love the fact that when she gives bad reviews about something, she also shares the good products from the same brand. She doesn't, because a single flop doesn't define the entire brand. That's nice. That's good. Same with a person. I know I kind of really dissed on her in this whole video, but again, I don't know anything other than that about her. Is this her old, the one that people don't know where she is? Like she kind of disappeared from YouTube. Let's see.
In today's video, we are going to do a good old fails video because I was rifling through.
It's her neck. That's what's, I mean, I have a double chin, so I don't even. I really shouldn't even harp on this. I don't even care, but.
Hey guys, welcome to today.
Yeah, I'm only trying to get like the energy. She just feels older.
Today's video, we are going to do a good old fails video because I was rifling through everything that was getting ready to make its way out of my collection, as I have become, even here in Seattle, with not as many drawers of makeup and beauty products and all of that. Even here, I have become more selective and picky and really narrowing in on what...
Yeah, again, like if you pair up to B Loves Life seems younger, but B Loves is actually older. That's interesting. I don't even, whatever. It doesn't even matter. I know I really did go on her the whole video, but that's all I know, unfortunately. But did she ever say sorry? I think it's one thing if someone says sorry, it makes you kind of forget about it or feel better. And I think that's why people are still so mad at her. Or curious or feeling bad for James. I don't think she ever, well, she did a video called like Why I Did It, but that made a lot of people upset, right? Did she delete that video? Let's go see. Something like Why I Did It, why something. The video was called By Sisters. By Sister. Why am I invested in this? This doesn't even affect my life. Don't you feel that way about all YouTube drama? It's like, why do I even care? I'm literally scrolling through this woman's videos. I don't like makeup. I don't know a thing about makeup. I don't care about makeup. And I want to see what she says about someone that I also don't watch or know about because I don't watch makeup. I don't even care. Like that's all YouTube is, a big waste of time. That's what I'm saying. People who like have jobs and they're doing stuff, they're working. They're not on YouTube. I swear, people all on YouTube are unemployed, have no jobs, retired, children, unemployed, housewives, really bored people. Oh my gosh, do you fit into any of those categories? No, I understand people like to watch me after work and people come home from work to have a meal with me. But that means they're choosing me because my videos are an hour long. And they have to sleep and they have to take care of their kids and they have to do their laundry and they have to do stuff. So the chances are they're not spending 5 hours a day on YouTube. They're spending 5 hours a day at work. Maybe 1 or 2 hours a day on YouTube. If that, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't have endless time. People have to sleep for 8 hours a night. Maybe some people will choose YouTube over sleep. I don't know. I talked a lot in this video. Goodbye. That's all I gotta say. I don't even know. This was delicious. I need more water. Very salty, but very good. Bye.